first impression, no, I am not the subject of next season Making Murder on Netflix. I just have resting murder face, and I put off the wrong vibes. Coming out to a lovely establishment like this, oftentimes I get the wrong sorts of reactions. Oftentimes I'm mistaken for a bouncer, but I really don't understand why. And the second thing that happens most often is the short, insecure guys walk up to me. They're like, "You don't intimidate me." Like, cool, thanks, awesome. Are you gonna buy me a drink, or did you want to go to the bathroom for hand stuff? No takers. It also makes dating kind of difficult. This whole area puts off their own vibe. Trying to meet women. Ladies do not feel safe when I roll into a bar. I'm sick of chasing them down to get their phone number. Like I say to them, if you run, you're just gonna die tired, So I have to go on dating sites a lot. And on them, I have to be super careful still. Smile really big, look really friendly, or they think they've stumbled on the municipal mugshot database. Ask themselves if Plenty of Fish, or POF stands for Plenty of Fish, or Phoenix Online Felons. I've always been big. I actually grew up in the Midwest, and they are bonkers about high school football in the Midwest. When I started high school, I was 6'1", 13 years old, and 280 pounds, and yeah. When the high school football coach saw me, he pretty much creamed his pants. And too bad for him. I was like, I just want to play video games, join speech and theater club, and cultivate this shitty middle-aged body. But I escaped the Midwest, moved to Phoenix. All my dreams have come true. Everybody doesn't assume that I'm interested in football automatically, or I play football. Okay, that's a lie. Not only do they automatically think I play football, several times in the past 3 years since I moved here, people have asked me if I wrestle, or if I have wrestled. And sometimes it's like a maintenance guy or a security guard. The most memorable time though, I was at the grocery store in the soda aisle, and I saw this old guy in my peripheral vision scoping me out. I'm pretty used to that. And he just kind of timidly approached me. "Excuse me, sir, I don't mean to bother you, but are you Eric Rome, the wrestler?" It's like, I don't even know who that is. But did you want to go to the bathroom for hand stuff? He was like, all right, speaking of soda, what is the grossest sounding soda name? Not the grossest soda, but the grossest sounding soda name. Anybody? I hear squirt a lot. It's close, but it's also very, very wrong, because squirting is a beautiful, natural thing, and I will not have you denigrated. Hear Mountain Thunder sometimes. That's the Walmart version of Mountain Dew. It's both gross in name and in flavor, but it's also wrong. The correct answer, and the reason why squirt is super close, the right answer is ruby red squirt.
What?
Because squirting is great, squirting is wonderful, but add in the ruby red. I really don't want to have to change my sheets, laundry is expensive, okay, lady? I want to talk about something super important to me tonight, and that's the Muppets. The Muppets are great. Muppets have been around a lot longer than people realize. They've been around since like 1955. And they used to be aimed at the adult audiences instead of at children. And they've had to kind of tone down the characters. I grew up watching Sesame Street, and I think a lot of people did. I watched, Bert and Ernie were my favorite. But when I was a kid, I used to think that Bert had a stick up his ass, and Ernie was cool, you know, he's just having a good time. But as an adult looking back, Bert was completely justified, and Ernie was an asshole. And I think actually Ernie was probably addicted to heroin. I know that sounds weird, but think about it. You know, he played jazz saxophone. He spent a lot of time in the bathtub, and he probably kept his stash in his rubber ducky. He would not put that thing down. You know, one of these days, Bert's gonna walk into the apartment. Ernie's gonna be on the ground with a needle sticking out of his arm. Boots the owl is gonna be freaking out.
I told him to put down the saxophone. Put down the sax if he wants to play the saxophone, but he didn't listen. Why didn't he listen?
Right. Now, Cookie Monster. He has a lot of energy, and he subsists on a diet of processed sugar. I don't know if you know anybody that just eats a lot of sugar all the time, but they don't have a lot of energy, generally. Like laying on the couch, maybe missing a leg. Can't tell if Cookie Monster is missing a leg, you know, can't see below the waist. What do you think? Originally, he was probably the Cookie Monster, not the Cookie Monster. And you ask yourself, how did he do coke without a nose? Okay, idiot, it rotted off from all the cocaine, okay? I think his song originally went,
C is for cocaine, that's good enough for me. Cocaine, it makes my gums numb, 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 numb.
All right, I'm Arthur Gustafson. Thank you.